Good afternoon, YouTube. This is for someone who has the facelift model W220, meaning the 2003 through 2006 S-Class Mercedes-Benz. And this is just a tutorial on how to open up the trunk. This is just basically for when you're in an emergency state, you really need to move your vehicle. You've tried all the different tutorials on YouTube on how to open up the trunk and nothing's worked. I basically haven't found any video on how to do it this way, and it's took me a couple months, but let me cut to the chase. Basically what I did was I used these. They cost like $1.25 at Walmart. And what I did was I basically cut a half of a rectangle, and I just used these to bend up the metal. And let me show you the whole trunk to let you know exactly where I'm at. Okay, so basically after I cut the metal and bent it to the point where I could just see the lock mechanism, I used this random metal piece. You could just use a screwdriver, whatever, and I stuck it in this location, then I just pulled up and trunk open, problem solved. It took me around like 15 minutes, knocked it out real fast. This is just basically an option if you're on your last leg, you really need to move your vehicle, whatever, so on and so forth. But I hope I saved somebody time, because there's no video on YouTube on how to do it this way. Of course, you're basically ruining the trunk, but you could get a new one on eBay. You have a ton of them nowadays at your local salvage yard, and they're not that expensive anymore, since these cars are damn near 2 decades old, or a decade old, whatever. A decade and half of a decade old, but whatever, I hope I saved somebody time. All right, peace.